Hi everyone, Blessed Simmer here, and welcome to a Life by You update. If you weren't online yesterday, Life by You has been delayed for the third time. It will not be released on early access on June the 4th, with no new early access release date in sight. The news, of course, is very unfortunate and kind of frustrating, since it feels like every time we get close to the game to be released, there is another delay. The general conscience seems to be more negative than the last time it was delayed. Some people are frustrated, and while others are disappointed, but still think that maybe this was the best, and it would be a better game overall, all with the delays. The other conscience seems to be general confusion, partly because, unlike the last delays with a video and more information and a team explaining for the delay, instead we were informed by the delay by the CEO from Paratonic itself. So yes, that is very troubling. In this video, I'll discuss how I feel about the situation and my speculation and what they can do for it. So let's begin. I do not believe, in my humble opinion, that this delay was planned by the Life by You team for a couple reasons. For one, it was the CEO that announced the delay and not the Life by You team. Number two, there seems to be a lack of information about the delay. For the last couple delays, we had videos by the team explaining the situation and the purpose of the delay. This time we don't. And one of the members of the team, Rosia, put out a statement on Discord that office hours will be freeze until they have more information to give everyone. So with that statement coming to mind, this seems to be a very abrupt decision that seemed like the team was not planning. I also believe they really were planning on releasing the game, especially since this was pulled 2 weeks ahead. So if I want to guess of what happened, I'm going to be guessing that what happened was they probably had an early access build of the game that they had to show Paratonic. Paratonic probably did not like what they see and decided to delay the game again. Which, to be fair, which is a bit understandable because of the backlash Paratonic has been going this year due to City Skylines 2 failing and other troubles at the company. They probably do not have confidence to put out an early release of a finished game and are scared of the community backlash, which is a bit understandable. Why that is understandable, which to me is not really understandable, is that the game was delayed 3 times and this time was pulled really close to the release date, less than a month. No matter how you feel like the delays were a good thing, no matter how you slice it and dice it, delaying your game 3 times, and especially the third time being close to the release date and with no information to give us, is not a good sign. That just leaves the confidence of the game and the team low, and it makes people very frustrated and confused because it feels like we're in the dark in this case. This is how I feel about the delays. On one hand, we do have people say, isn't the delays a good thing? because it will give them more time to polish the game and flesh it out. And there has been a quote that's been going on: a rush game will be bad, but a delayed game will be good. And why I understand the conscience with that, I feel like there is something that we're missing here, is that this game was an early access release. This game wasn't going to be like City Skylines 2, where it was a full-fledged game being sold, or like Sims 4, where it was still being sold at full price. The thing with the early access, at least the thing for it at the beginning, was that it was to give people a way to play the game as soon as possible, and to have feedback on the game. The game was never meant to be polished, finished, or complete. It was always meant to just show the public what we were doing and let the public give us feedback so they can build the game the community wants. And I think that's just something a lot of people are ignoring or don't know about, because I feel like there has been some confusion about the early access. And this is going to be my opinion as a person who played early access games. Why some early access games do have a lot of content, there are some early access games that don't have a lot of content, that it isn't polished, and that generally what you're buying is basically an investment. That, hey, this is the game, this is what we have right now, this is what we're planning to do in the future. It is a bit of a gamble, but it is usually worth it at the end when the game add more content later. That's what happens to a lot of early access games I've been playing. At first, the games are a bit more empty, but after a while, they start adding more content, adding more polishedness, and as a result, makes the game feel more complete. It is exciting to be able to see the game grow and to see the creator's goal. That is not for everyone, which is very understandable, but I think it's something that needs to be noted. Remedying the situation. So this is my opinion. What could they do? I feel like just having silence about the game or why it was delayed is not a good look. Even if we have speculations, due to the fact the game was delayed 3 times, I do believe when afterwards they talk about the game and decide what they want to do, they need to have a video and talk to the community of why it was delayed. And also, if they're still doing early access, they need to be clear what the state of early access is going to be what it's going to have in, and what they need to do for early access to make it sure it can be released. They feel comfortable enough to release it to the public. That is what they need to do. I feel like by doing that will gain more confidence from the audience and from the simulation community, but also it will give people of taste and an understanding of what's going to actually be in early access, and make people have a better understanding and decision if they really want to buy early access or not. Because again, like I said, early access is not for everyone. Early access is not for everyone, which is understandable. Everyone has a different opinion and view for early access and what content needs to be in the game for them to play and support it, and which is very fine. But I think having that choice to be for the public would help. Another idea, which is a very different idea, but this has been on Discord, is that maybe they can have a pay closed beta. And what would the beta consist of? It will just be an early build of the game before an early release, closed to invite and Discord. that, hey, you can sign an NDA and you would have to pay a small sum of money to access and play the game. But with us not doing any screenshots, and any information review has to be in a private forum or a private Discord. I think that could be a very good idea. If the company is not feeling very confident of releasing the game in early access, I think having it be in a closed beta would be the next solution. That way the people who want to play the game can. The people who are iffy in early access can wait until it's released on early access. But also we would also be given feedback. I personally would pay for a closed beta. I think it would be a nice idea. I do want to play this game, and I know what to expect when playing, so I won't feel I'll feel good about my purchase. And I feel like that might be a good in between. Not ready for a full early release, but ready for a beta for those who really want to play and want to support the game. And I hope they consider that. Besides randomly, the other concerns is that the game might be canceled. Well, I'm not sure about that, but hey, that could be possible. Personally, I think they're discussing what to do with this game. I hope it won't be canceled. I would feel very sorry for the team and the hard work they pulled in. But the other possibility is the team could be reworked. And with Rosia's comments, I think that's also another possibility. That Paradox is disappointed and they're trying to reorganize the staff, where they're firing or hiring people, which is also very a bit unfortunate. Either way, I hope the game will release and I hope no one gets fired. But that's how I feel. And with that, I'll leave you guys to it. That this is how I feel about the game until we get more information. This is how I feel about the situation. And this is how was my speculation. Well, bye everyone. I hope you all have a blessed day and Jesus loves you. Goodbye.